Malgré tous les défis déjà relevés et tous les lieux déjà arpentés, nous sommes encore loin de connaître les limites d'Azeroth.
Nous sommes encore loin de connaître les limites d'Azeroth. Cela n'a jamais été aussi vérace que depuis l'annonce de la 4e extension de World of Warcraft lors de la dernière BlizzCon. Si l'on ne connaît toujours pas la date de sortie de Mists of Pandaria, l'événement nous aura tout de même permis de rencontrer l'un des producteurs du jeu pour étancher notre soif d'informations sur l'extension la plus originale de ce MMO.
So we have the new race, the Pandaren. We have the new monk class, which is going to have 3 different specs: a healing spec, a tanking spec, and a melee DPS spec. We also have lots of new types of endgame content, like we have pet battle system, we have a new system called scenarios, PvE scenarios, and we have another new system called challenge mode dungeons, which we're really excited about.
Mais bientôt, nous ouvrirons un nouveau chapitre. Une aventure comme nous n'en avions encore jamais connu. Un mystère nimbé de superstition. Une terre de puissances oubliées et de magies ancestrales. Et un peuple qui pourrait bien changer notre destin à tous.
So the reason we chose to do Pandaras this time around is because the Pandaren race has always been a race that we at Blizzard have loved since we had them in Warcraft 3, and we wanted to finally bring them to World of Warcraft. Another big thing is the Cataclysm and all the expansions before have really been about defeating one big enemy, and this time we wanted to sort of make the game more about exploration and peace and harmony and have a focus on the Alliance versus Horde conflict.
Décidément, chez Blizzard, on aime bien s'inspirer des autres jeux développés en interne. La classe du moine, sortie tout droit de Diablo 3, fera donc son apparition dans World of Warcraft. Mais que faut-il en attendre au juste ?
So the monk class is really interesting. The biggest change about the monk from any other class is that they don't have auto attack. What that means is that every time you push a button, you do an attack. You won't automatically attack your enemy as a monk. And the reason we did that is because we wanted the monk to really feel like sort of like a fighting game, like it was really martial arts based. Like we want it to be, whenever you push a button, you do an attack. So like I said before, the monk will have 3 specs, a healing spec, a tanking spec, and a melee DPS spec.
Et ce fameux mode challenge pour les donjons, de quoi s'agit-il ?
The new challenge mode dungeon system is really cool. Basically what we're doing is we're bringing back into the game the idea of timed dungeon runs. So each dungeon in the game will have a time limit that you have to defeat the dungeon before that time expires. And based on how quickly you defeat the dungeon, you'll get a bronze medal, a silver medal, or a gold medal. And you'll be able to match your times against everyone else in your server, against your friends, and see who did it the fastest. One of the coolest things about challenge mode dungeons, though, is that when you enter the dungeon, regardless of your gear level, everyone's gear will be normalized to the same level. So if you did the challenge mode dungeon on day 1, or if you did it after you have a bunch of raid gear, everyone's always on the same playing field.
Une nouvelle race, une nouvelle classe, la possibilité de faire des combats de mascottes et ce nouveau mode pour les donjons, c'est sympa. Mais comment les développeurs justifient-ils l'interdiction de voler sur le nouveau continent tant que les joueurs n'ont pas atteint le niveau maximal ?
I don't know about you guys, but we really felt like as we're playing through the game that the gameplay of questing while you have a flying mount is really not that fun. You jump on your mount, you go and you fly to your objective. You either kill a monster to kill for your quest, or you pick up an item, then you immediately get back on your mount, you fly to the next one, and we just didn't feel like that was a fun process. So we really feel like what makes World of Warcraft questing fun is sort of traversing through the world on the ground and having to navigate through enemies on the ground and sort of fight your way to your objective. And so we wanted to make sure that we gave players that kind of gameplay.
Voilà, vous en savez désormais autant que nous sur Mists of Pandaria, la prochaine extension de World of Warcraft. En attendant l'annonce d'une date de sortie, nous allons nous replonger sans perdre un instant dans la magie du monde d'Azeroth, où un dragon attend de prendre sa raclée.